Chapter 6. The Serpent's Silence. The morning began like every other, until the silence broke. We were walking the eastern path with the man and the woman, close enough that the hem of her hair brushed Semyaza's wing when she turned to laugh at something Adam said. Light fell through the leaves in golden spears. The rivers sang. Nothing was wrong. And then everything was. The air sharpened, like the instant before lightning strikes. Semyaza stopped walking so suddenly that I almost collided with him. "Zeruel, do you feel that?" I did. From the lower branches of the forbidden tree uncoiled a serpent, tall, upright, scales catching the light like beaten bronze poured over living fire. Its eyes were ancient, older than the stars, and they burned with a cold that had never known the throne's warmth. We knew those eyes. Semyaza took one involuntary step forward, wings flaring wide in recognition and horror. Asmodel. The name slipped out before he could stop it. The name we had not spoken since the great vanishing, before the first word ever sounded. The serpent smiled, and the smile belonged to something that had once carried the very presence of the glory.
Call me what you will. The children of dust will learn many names for me soon enough.
You were the bright one. You stood at the very throne. How did you fall so far? The serpent's tongue flicked, tasting the air, tasting her nearness.
I did not fall. I stepped forward. Watch and learn.
He turned from us as though we were already ghosts and glided toward the woman. She had wandered a few paces ahead, drawn again to the tree that should have been nothing more than background beauty. She did not see us. She saw only the serpent.
Did God really say, "You shall not eat of any tree in the garden"?
The woman startled, but did not run. Curiosity had always been her first language.
We may eat the fruit of the trees in the garden, but God has said, "You shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, neither shall you touch it, lest you die."
The serpent circled her slowly, never touching the ground.
You will not surely die. For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.
Semyaza lunged forward, wings beating the air into a storm no human eye could see. Liar, she is already like God. She bears his image. We have to stop this. I seized his arm with both hands. My grip was iron. We cannot. This is the test. The boundary is theirs, not ours. Semyaza struggled against me, eyes wild.
He is twisting everything. He hates them. He doesn't want them free. He wants them broken.
The woman stared at the fruit, head tilted, listening to the serpent the way she once listened to the rivers. She reached. Semyaza's voice cracked like breaking crystal. Eve. She plucked the fruit. The sound it made leaving the branch was small, soft, final, like the closing of a door that had never been opened before. She looked at it in her hand, turned it once, twice. Then she bit. The juice ran red down her wrist like the first blood the world would ever know. She held out the fruit. The man looked at her, at the serpent watching with ancient satisfaction, at the half-eaten wound in her hand. And he took it, and he ate. The silence that followed was not the silence of Eden anymore. It was the silence of a verdict delivered. Semyaza stood rigid, every feather trembling with rage.
So that was the plan all along. Put the tree in front of them, put the liar beside it. Put the command in their mouths and wait. Wait until they fail. Wait until you can call it justice.
He rounded on me, eyes blazing like twin suns gone cold.
You told me the boundary was love. You told me the test was mercy. Look at them, Zeruel. Look at what your mercy just did.
I had no words. Only the echo of God I still trusted, now suddenly far away. Semyaza laughed once, a sound with no joy in it.
He knew they would eat. He knew, and he let the serpent speak anyway. All this beauty, all this freedom, and the whole thing hinged on a single moment he rigged from the beginning.
He stared at the man and woman standing together, already beginning to realize what they had done.
If this is God's love, brother, I want no part of it.